So, okay, tell me one thing that have you ever, did anybody actually come up to you and say that, oh, this work is not, I would have probably used a bad word, but it's not good,
Not up to the
not
mark.
up to the mark. Has it ever happened?
I know sometimes I come out with some painting and then I show these guys and they're like, dude, it's so amazing. I'm like, no, I don't find it good. But then they find it really good. And sometimes what you do will not turn out to be, for yourself, you will not find it that interesting or beautiful or, but for the other, each, person has different tastes and
So when it comes to wall arts, we've never had anybody say anything negative about it.
Yeah, luckily
people
so
are
far,
people are. I think the whole fact that it's so huge, it's larger than life. There is a lot of space to play with. People are extremely impressed with it. But in flea market, you remember that the older person that had come. So we had once we had an older gentleman come in and he walked around and. For a very long time he was checking out all our canvases and everything, and then we were like, okay man, let's just go and ask him if there's something which he finds interesting. So she went and she asked him, and he's like, no, this is very ordinary. I'm looking for something
I don't
different.
see the processions right, and it's very ordinary, and you people have tried to copy it from somewhere, but it was never that way. It was all created by us. So it was not like cut, copy and paste. No, it wasn't that way. It was our creation. We didn't look at someone's
Correct.
art and try to do something. But we get comments like this though.
So how do you deal with that? Because I don't think we humans are well equipped with dealing with negative negativity.
Yes, absolutely. So I and Rashmi flare up, right? And Nithin is like, it's okay guys, don't go fight with him. There is no point. You're just going to ruin your day, right? So that's
smile and say thank you for the opinion. And
just smile and wave.
The opinion which didn't matter.
Exactly, right? We had another one. We had a lady with her daughter, 2 daughters. And her younger one was very interested in picking up something, right? So her younger one was like, Mama ye le le, Mama wo le le, Mama ye le le. And the lady is like, Nahi beta, Didi se badhiya bana degi.
They stand at your stall and, some women comment like this.
Exactly. So those are the few things that we can think off the top of our head. And I'm sure anyone who has their stalls over there, it's like literally putting your heart and soul out there to be judged, right? And I'm sure people have gone through such experiences. So
it's a part of growth. You should take it. Absolutely. And sometimes, end of one flea market, we also felt this kind of art, would sell more than like a Zentangle or than these mural art or so that And I said, depending on the area, that matters a lot.
Absolutely.
It influences so much.
Where you're selling it.
Yeah, right. exactly. We're selling it. And the pricing. So that also matters a lot.
So has it ever happened that you've sold your product, your art, I'll say it this way, at a lower price just because the customer wanted it desperately?
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah?
All the time.
We told you in the beginning that art is something that, that's why we had our professions,
Yeah. So we've just given stuff away. We've, given stuff like bottle art, where she's put in so much of effort in creating it, and this, it's all mixed media, it's so beautiful. She's just given it off $100. She's like, take it.
Take it.
We don't want to take it back home.
We don't want to take it back home.
Right?
We need to prepare. And as artists, you want to keep creating new stuff.
Yeah.
Having that back, is like holding on. And not letting you move on. So we're like, okay, fine. Fine, you take it.
Like at a loss.
Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes yes.
How do you feel when you actually incur that loss? Nobody feels good.
I mean, it's not really okay. We don't look at the losses to start off with.
Okay.
We don't look at how much of money we spent in that canvas and how much of time we spent. What we look at is the fact that we can always recreate it. Right? It's a never-ending supply.
Yeah, it's a never-ending supply. So,
How do you deal with failure? Because when you're doing so many things in life, you're bound to fail, and which is okay, which I feel is okay. But then, how do you deal with failure if you want to do something and you fail drastically?
So I have a theory, which is that the larger your ego, the deeper the fall. Right? So failure only matters if I allow it to matter. Right? So it's like this. Let's say that in fact this is an incident I really faced where I had a client and I had a very difficult discussion with the client. The client wasn't happy with my workshop at all, and once the discussion was over, I was extremely upset because I saw a lot of places where the client was being very unfair. And at the same time, I got an email where I had submitted a short story, and my short story won the first prize. And even though the first prize was, some digital goodies, nothing big, right? I immediately shared it on Facebook, and I started getting a lot of likes, and people were like, complimenting, encouraging.
Media now,
Yes, right? And that's when I realized that, it's important to have multiple balls in your life. You can't have all your, apples in one basket. You have to have multiple baskets. You have to, get into different things. And only then if something goes, a failure here is not going to impact you very deeply because your entire life is not here.
Right. So one piece of advice that you want to give to our to women.
Right. Just do your thing, yeah. Seriously, just do your thing. Train your family to revolve around your work as well.
Yeah,
right?
accept you with your work.
Exactly.
And live your dreams. You have one life. See, I'm a mother of a daughter. I mean, basically because it comes to womanhood, you need to teach her to live her dream. She has all the right.
Yeah.
Today I turn out to be successful. Tomorrow she will aspire to be like her mother.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
my mother also did that to me. She was like, as she said, it depends on the age of your child. Beyond that, you need to leave them. And you need to, get back and take hold of yourself. And there is a purpose that you are here.
Yeah.
Whether it's a woman or a man. But I'm sure women tend to do a lot more than men.
Yeah.
We're already playing multiple roles and we are showcasing that.
Right.
So just go and live out your dreams. Even anything small, just don't feel that, will I be recognized, or you start off, take the first move, and then definitely, you have that motivation and inspiration. It will drive you through.
So it's not going to be easy, right? It's like, okay, I'm living with my in-laws, I'm living with my husband. My husband has a problem if I go out and do this, if I go out and do that. Put your foot down. You say, I'm just going to do it. There'll be chaos. For the first 3-4 months, there'll be complete chaos. There'll be a lot of guilt tripping. There'll be a lot of fights. There'll be a lot of, angst and a lot of silent treatment and a lot of accusing. All that is going to be there. And, when you're starting off, accept that this is going to happen. Because the whole idea is that you're changing a belief system. And it's not going to change overnight. Right? It's constant reinforcement of your own right and your own desire to go out and do what you want to do is what is going to start changing people when they start seeing the difference. Right? In a lot of cases I've seen when the woman starts bringing in the money is when the husband grudgingly agrees that okay, fine, it helps.
Yeah, it finds. That's the tragedy, the irony of life, when you start pumping in money, they're like, okay, it makes some sense. But why don't they think that, that is bringing us so much of that peace, happiness, and, that recognition, as whatever, other than, Mrs. whatever, or daughter of so-and-so, or, mother of, you need to have something of your own. I'm sure everybody is hitting on for that now, Bollywood stars and Hollywood and,
Something that you want to share with our viewers or tell our viewers of Home Screen Network about the show, the platform that we are giving.
Yeah. I think it's amazing. It's very encouraging for people like us, right? You've
Like,
like
just the
completely treated us
beginners
like
and
celebrities and all
startups
that.
and-
So that's amazing, and it also inspires a lot of people who aspire to do it. Like I know a lot of women who are artists, and they are not able to find a platform to start showcasing their work, right? So something like this would inspire them to do it.
Give them the courage, to
Yeah.
at least start with something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And always hold your closest girlfriends together.
Yes.
They are your support system.
They're going to be your strength.
All right.
And
with
dream
that-
big. You can always dream big. Nobody's stopping you in your head. So dream big, and that will, push you along.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful evening that we spent together, 3 women, and we've actually brought the house down. When I use my name on an envelope, I do not write a D/O or a W/O because my name is a brand. So find that name, find that brand. With that, it's a wrap. Goodbye.